part-time by visiting.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service. Fire threatens everything in its path. When it threatens our communities, we respond. We bring the fight to the front line. The Army National Guard stands ready because sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard. We will always be there when our community needs us the most. Find out more about serving your community part-time by visiting nationalguard.com.
My community means everything to me. That's why I joined the Army National Guard. I'm proud of where I'm from, and as a soldier, I get to give back to the people that helped me succeed. The training and leadership skills I get from the Army National Guard help me every day when I teach young people and look out for my community. My family loves it here, and my part-time service means we get to stay here. If you'd like to learn how you too can serve part-time in the community you love, visit nationalguard.com.
I love being an officer in the Army National Guard because I get to decide where I work, get to aid the people in my community, and it also aids in my civilian career.
The National Guard is a little bit different because we are citizens first. We also have to meet the same military or Army requirements as an active duty component.
Getting that leadership experience, actively participating as a first lieutenant, has helped me develop my leadership skills. So that's benefited me hugely in my civilian career.
So I think the culture and the environment of the National Guard really sets the officers up for success. We don't move around. Our unit is like a football team. Everyone grew up together and we're fighting for each other.
I can protect my family, protect the people that I hang out with on a daily basis. That's important to me.
And then you get to do the same stuff like deployments with the added bonus of doing domestic operations, which is a huge, fulfilling thing that we do. If I had to do it all over again, I'd take the same route. I'd choose the National Guard every single time. The benefits have been great for my family, and the experience has been awesome.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard gives me a lot of opportunities. I have the ability to serve close to home, wherever that may be in the volunteer state. It also provides tuition benefits, making it possible to get the education I've always wanted. And since my service is part...
All right, everyone, hello, and welcome to the TechSF Week 8 stream here, I think. So we're having Vanguard High School here play against Friendship High School. Now, I am accompanied by Jacob, who is one of the students from Vanguard. Jacob, you want to introduce yourself?
Of course. I'm Jacob here, a junior at Vanguard High School, and I'm just here to assist with the commentary.
Nice. So we're going to get some matches going here. Now, do you happen to know your team's record offhand?
I'm actually not too sure. Maybe 2 losses?
Okay, not bad. Now, are you there currently with the other students who are playing against this school, against Friendship? Jacob?
Hello?
Yeah, there you are. Are you currently at school with the other students competing right now?
I'm not with them. They're at the upstairs, but I'm
nice.
here in the commentary booth.
Okay, cool. What were they hyped up, ready for the match this week, or what's been their general vibe?
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, they seemed player Dynasty Forever, actually. I was talking to him about the match, and he seemed very excited to, get some gameplay in and just try to get a win here.
Nice. And it looks like they're down 1 game, unfortunately, right? 3:31 left. However, the neat thing about these best of 5s is that you can always come back. So initially, sometimes the first game, you're kind of trying to identify your pace, right? Like how good the other team is, or maybe they're just playing super aggro or very defensive. So it gives you time to adjust.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if the team did anything to practice or get ready for this match?
Honestly, I think they're just, just working on communication, getting free play in, just working on progressing the ball and keeping a good defensive structure.
Yeah, no, for sure. And sometimes people like overcomplicate the game when in reality it's just checkers, right? It's you want to get past one defender, right? And then you get past all three, then it's an open net. So.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how long have you been in your program there at Vanguard?
Well, yeah, I'm at 3 years right now since I am a junior here.
So you were in since your freshman year. You're in the esports program.
Oh, I wasn't with esports.
Okay.
I work in the computer science technology.
Nice. All right, we see LS9 going up. Oh, gets the reset off the ceiling. That's not a bad move. It looks like he might be able to pull off one of those goals just off the sake that nobody really challenged him up in the air. So if he lines it up right next time, I think that's a easy convert.
Indeed. Seeing a lot of back and forth here. Not too much of a control in this game, but it's working for Friendship as they have the 1-0 lead here with 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, and thankfully 2 minutes is a long time in threes. The last minute, it's kind of just like if you've ever played FIFA, right? Like you get all these random goals that go in. It's just those 90-minute goals. Oh, good bump there by LS9. That's a neat part about this game too, is as you move the ball up, as on the offensive, once you're done touching the ball, right? Going in for a bump, breaking up the defense goes a long way.
Yeah, it does. It's a simple game, but it does come with a lot of strategies and just teamwork here in the threes playlist.
Yeah, and I personally am a huge fan of threes just because the pace is a little bit quicker. Once you start getting into twos and ones, then the game kind of slows down quite a bit. That was a good block.
Great
save. Oh, what a touch. Looks like an open net here. Awkward clear. This looks like a good counter if Vanguard can capitalize. Oh.
Here comes Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah, that was really good control on that. Slowing the ball down. Oh, a little bit of a pinch.
Good shot, good save from Endo.
Well, it looks like Vanguard is just so close to converting, getting to tie it up. Oh man, that looked good. That looked scary.
Looked very promising. Oh,
with a fake. Here we go. Close it in. Oh, what a lucky
Friendship
pinch.
gets the pinch out.
Yeah, it's the power of friendship, right? Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Time is ticking here. Vanguard need a goal to send this to overtime. We're down to the 0-second mark, and the ball hits the floor, and Friendship does take game number 1 here.
Yeah, that was a really good game by Friendship. Vanguard almost capitalized on some of those counters. However, as you see here, ball possession is pretty much even across the board. So looks like these matches coming up here are going to stay pretty close.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for the rest of the series. I'm expecting a lot to come from it.
Yeah, let's see the logos here real quick. So we do have Friendship and then Vanguard. You want to tell us a little bit about the Vanguard High School logo?
So the Vanguard High School logo, it's the Spartan-esque mask, just to represent, because Vanguard, kind of more medieval, themed. So it's just good representation of what this team wants to be.
Yeah, no, for sure. I do like the little headset on there. Super cool.
Yeah, that is neat.
A nice little addition. All right, let's see here. Going on into game 2, Friendship 1-0. So again, in a best of 5, the winning team needs to win 3 out of the 5 matches, right? Now, here it looks like the teams are pretty close, so we may have the treat of going into game 5. Friendship, great dribble, almost a goal. However, Vanguard there to defend.
Another great stop.
Yeah, that was a really big clear too, the way that pinched out. Uh-oh. A little bit awkward.
There's a shot, and it's a goal.
Yeah, that touch wasn't too bad there. However, LS9 looks like came off the backboard a little awkwardly and didn't get a lot of power to really move that ball out of there. So just, leaves you with an awkward touch.
Very awkward. Friendship get on the board here, 30 seconds in. Let's see if Vanguard has some fight to get back.
Oh, let's go here. Good pass.
And
Shot.
they do instantly.
LS9 being so close in the previous game. Forever since sets him up with a nice little pass here. Cheeky. And Etch almost able to block that, but ball was too hot.
It's a great goal. Great goal. It's an open net. LS9.
Wow.
And that's what it is with Rocket League. Opportunities can come at any second, and just like that, Vanguard has turned this game around. But there is still 4 minutes. Anything is possible for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and within the first minute, we already have 3 times as many goals as the last game where it was close. Now they're just, dropping in fast. Maybe, when I compete and play, the first game is always a little awkward because you're going to try to shake off nerves, and, every team plays a little bit different, so you can't really gauge, right, exactly how they're going to play.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe now, they're getting into stride here.
It's all about breaking it in, just finding your feet, getting settled, and figuring out how you can pick out the defense and go on and take this game.
Yeah, for sure. And one neat thing about, obviously with esports in particular compared to traditional sports is that, obviously in a LAN setting, you can't really recreate that too often. And even here, right? Like you're competing at school, but you're like some of these players are normally used to playing on their own setup, their own chair, their own lighting even. So it's something that's unique to esports, to where other sports, it's kind of like, hey, you play out on a field or a court, kind of doesn't really change a whole lot.
Very unique.
Oh.
LS9 with the shot. Great block. Waffles wins the 50. Etch is there to clear out.
LS9 trying to get on the highlight reel. It's a pretty good plays.
Very good plays, actually.
Oh, let's see if we get the
shot
double
from
here.
Waffles off the crossbar.
Nice. Forever is just there to snuff that out. Good patience, too. Is it dentistry? I want to say dentistry for some reason. An aspiring dentist, maybe. Oh. LS9 moving the ball up, trying to get a bump. Not able to. Second person moving up. So that was 2 committed from Friendship. Yek, a little bit of time. Still gets a solid 50. Now Friendship struggling to clear that ball out and get it out of their half. Ooh, does not recover on that aerial. And Vanguard back in the Friendship half.
Off the backboard.
Ooh.
Good touch there.
Yeah, that was a great save. That was going to be a goal for Vanguard.
It was. Dentistry was just closing in on that ball right there.
Oh, here we go. The angle, the shot, double commit. They just got to keep the pressure here.
Sidewall redirect. Not enough power on it.
That did look like it was going to be harder, right? Maybe it was the wheel touch. Kind of.
Yeah, just not enough boost to get enough power on it.
Oh, man. A minute and 10 left. That's crazy to think. In the first minute, 3 goals went in, but then the rest of the match, we have not seen anything. Friendship, looks like they're struggling to get the ball out of their half, and Vanguard just turned up the heat.
Yeah, Vanguard putting on great pressure here. It's fine. It's making it very difficult on Friendship. But there still is 40 seconds. Friendship can find that opening thread.
Oh, my goodness.
This may be it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Have you heard of caster curse?
Yeah, actually.
That would be
I'm very
unfortunate.
familiar with it.
Let's see here. 30 seconds. And this is where you see people just kind of just full send it, right? You have teams that, they'll overcommit, and sometimes it does pay off, right? You just smother the defense with, offensive pressure, and they'll cave or get a mistouch. Let's see here, 10 seconds now.
10 seconds. Can Friendship?
Oh, what a dunk by LS9. Whoa!
Oh,
What an
Gecko gets
angle!
right in the way. What an angle.
That was
Ball still up.
Oh,
But
close.
it's gonna drop.
Yeah.
Vanguard take game 2, and we've got a nice series on our hands here.
Yeah, neck to neck, 1 goal difference between both. But man, some of these blocks, like that last shot, like the setup and the shot from Friendship. Good thing Vanguard blocked it, but that was a pretty tough angle.
Yeah, that was very tough. I'm surprised he was able to get that on goal. But Yeko just doing his defensive work there, just making sure to secure this win here for Vanguard. Actually had 5 saves in the match. Wow, that's incredible.
Talk about pressure, right? Now we have a 1-1 tie, right, going on into game 3. So let's see who comes out on top on this one. Luckily, so whenever we broadcast stuff or shoutcast matches, it's always exciting when they're really close and you really don't know, which way it's gonna go, because it makes it fun for you as a viewer, right?
Yeah, of
Out there
course.
watching on stream, and us casting, we just, we're surprised. Oh my goodness!
Density with the long range shot just finds its way past Friendship's defense. And we're back to the early goals.
Yeah. Right off the rip, puts out an 8-time scope, sends it down the field. So, I've always been a big believer on, always kind of, if you have no real play to dribble, just send it on target in an awkward position. Because sometimes you never know. Maybe they miss their boost. Maybe they're not expecting a shot. Or even if they do block it, it's going to be an awkward block, and it just sets you up for an offensive try there. But that is awesome, getting a goal right at the beginning. Makes you play a little more comfortable.
Indeed. Game 3 can be very crucial for the rest of the series. Because you get that 2 game, you're just 1 away from taking it off. But we'll see what's here to come left.
Oh, the bouncer.
Oh, good demo. Unfortunately, nobody there for that.
Wow, able to sneak it through and get a 50. Vanguard is
He's
really
up for it.
showing out. Okay.
Ooh.
Although the other Vanguard teammate did take that there, I think Friendship was going to block it anyway, so it was a good take.
Mhm. Edge looking for the double. Doesn't get the touch on it. Waffle's there to follow. It's cleared out by Density. Oh, can LS9 finish this? Off the backboard and gets the double.
What a high pop. LS9 just ready, and oof. What a good shot.
That's great.
And that's so
brilliant
tough to
play right
defend
there.
too, because you already went up, gets a nice soft touch off the top crossbar. Everybody's all messed up and just cleans it up.
Yeah. Gets the reset.
Oh, that's close. Wow.
And that's it. Wow.
Waffles was just up in the air, just itching to hit that.
Just
Full
waiting for
tank. Oh, Yek didn't have boost. And that was pretty crazy, right? Because all 3 of the Friendship players were up there. So if Vanguard would have gotten a big clear, it would have been over. But, they took the risk and it worked out.
the risk can pay off.
Ooh. I saw what Dennis was going for there, but just unfortunately gets Doesn't get the perfect touch for it. Oh, that would have been a sick read by LS9. Identity gets a solid dunk there. Awkward touch here by the Friendship player. Pops it over. Ooh. And Vanguard is just putting up some offensive pressure, which is crazy.
Yeah, the pressure has been way higher ever since that first game, and it's working for them right now because Friendship just can't find a way out.
Yeah, monster clear by LS9. Oh, here we go. Oh, almost. Wow, what a nice touch. Very subtle, but made the difference to keep it away.
Oh, the 50's one.
Oh,
wow. Off the 50, follows his own 50 and just smashes it past Dentity. Little dunk.
jeez. So they hit the gym, right? That's crazy. And that was awkward too. So what happened there is the second Vanguard player is kind of moving very fast, hoping that a teammate would, get a solid block. But the offensive player won that 50, and they were just awkward.
Yeah, and here comes Friendship. 2 goals in about 15 seconds. And they've taken the lead just like that.
Mm-hmm. Right, a minute 23, 1 goal difference. Oh, man. Starting to get very physical play now. Whoa. Probably wasn't the best flick to go for. If you would have just waited, probably could have faked it out and played a mean 50. Oh, fakes.
Waffles up for it instantly.
Yeah, it looks like Waffles really stepping up, being their LS9 for Friendship. Kind of that striker position.
Ooh, good touch from Yekwo to avoid the goal. LS9.
Ooh, good feed middle. Oh,
Nobody's
Vanguard
there.
not there. Oh, Dennessy didn't have much boost. Yeah, the boost management in this game is very, very important. So those small pads give you 12 boost, and the big ones obviously 100, fills up your tank instantly. So there's a couple of paths that you can take as you're rotating throughout the map to get, because once you get obviously 3, right, that's 36, 4, you're looking at 48, and that's enough to, be able to jump up and touch the ceiling, actually. It's a fun little drill to try. Oh.
Dennessy.
Oh, no. Oh,
off
popped
the
it too
inside
high.
of the post in the last second. That looked like Vanguard's chance to send this to overtime.
And that was a tiebreaker. What ended up ruining it there was the flip backwards. If the Vanguard player just stayed, didn't flip back, the ball possibly could have redirected in. But with a flip, it kind of, shoots that ball upwards.
That's very unfortunate for Dennessy there. Put on a pretty good performance there, actually. Just couldn't get that goal at the end to send this into overtime.
Yeah, and we got a 2-3 game. If Friendship wins the next one, that's it for the best of 5. Vanguard extremely close. So, we might send this into a game 5 here. Looks like everybody is excited. Got to be pretty tense being in the competition room, I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Everybody's locking in, getting ready to pop off here. Now, Waffles, did respond really well to kind of, LS9, who, I don't know, it appeared lost a little bit of steam in that game. And Waffle kind of took that, offensive pressure, just being very aggro, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a good beat. Good shot. Oh, actually centers it. The dunk. LS9 a little too far. Looks like Yekel's going to call it. Ooh, that worked out.
LS9, the pop shot, almost in there. Etch is just there to get it out.
And one key thing that you saw there is LS9 didn't really hit it super hard, but then kind of... Oh my goodness, that would have been a team play and a half.
Air dribble bump, try to lay it off for his teammate, just couldn't finish.
Man, these 50s are pretty crazy. Yekel with a save, no boost. Sees the play develop and I didn't really pre-jump, but still got where he needed to be. Oh, close one. Nice.
Good touch from Yeko.
All right, and Yeko got the 100 too. Off the
Off the
ceiling, going
ceiling.
for it. Oh, both of them go. Confusion, bump.
Two
Oh,
bumps. Just nobody there to follow.
Oh, man. If somebody stayed, the friendship was in a little bit of chaos. All three backed up, you know, kind of
Getting
saying, you go
bombed.
first.
Yeah.
Follows up with a 50. Gets a big clear. Oh, awkward approach. Wow, that was a really good play there. Hits it around the defender because he can't see through the smoke. Just not able to finish up that double. Shot on target. Oof.
Oof.
Go off. Hey, sometimes those
Couldn't-
nerves, you know,
couldn't get
it's
the
pretty tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as they say, the toughest shots are the easiest ones.
That is very true.
So as the match is going on here, what can you tell us about the Vanguard team?
They've been performing pretty great, you know, pretty great throughout the season, but obviously they're down here in this series. They're looking to get this win here to send this to Game 5, which would be very exciting. But I think they do have a mentality that they want to go and win, you know. I think that maybe the mentality isn't showing as much in this game, but who knows? Maybe if this game gets sent to Game 5, they could just use that mentality to benefit them for that finale if they can get there.
Yeah, and I mean, they're not playing bad at all. Like, this is still like a very close game, and you know,
Indeed, yes.
as we've seen, just very like nail biters.
Very back and forth.
Ooh, a little bit of a miscommunication there. Yeko buying some time.
Good touch. Oh.
Oh. That is tough. You hate to see it. However, that gives Vanguard another shot. Might go into overtime. Unless, here we go. Ooh.
Try to lay it off.
Yeah, maybe try and do a pass mid to get a better shot.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been really good.
Good idea. Just couldn't get the finish there.
Ooh, awkward approach. I don't think he's reaching. Fakes on fakes. Okay, here we go. Orange is awkward. Vanguard, double.
Oh,
what a
good block. It's still there. Yeko
Oh!
takes the lead here with 35 seconds remaining.
And look at that pressure. You know, ball bounces out. Yeko able to just dive bomb in.
Yeah, they were just draining friendship there. They just couldn't seem to get the ball out, and eventually it just fell right there, straight in front of him.
Now 31 seconds left, and Vanguard needs to hold or score another one to, you know, really secure the win. But, you know, friendship.
Ooh.
Look at that. Those soft touches. Doesn't have to be a missile on the net.
Oh, good demo there.
Really good demo. Oh.
Dentity, can he finish here? Gets the shot off. Edge is there, though. 3 seconds. Can friendship find something magical here?
Ooh.
But
Looks
it
like
doesn't
it's
look
it.
so. LS9 boots it up. And we're going to Game 5 here.
Yeah, just like that. Game 5. I mean, amazing showcase by both teams, playing really, really well. They're neck to neck. And I'd ask you who you think is going to win, but I mean, you might be a little bit, just a smidge biased, right?
Maybe just a bit, but I mean, in all honesty, this is obviously very great performance from each side. So this game could go either way. I honestly don't know who can come out with the win.
Yeah, at first I was actually, you know, thinking that, hey, we might go into our first overtime. However, you know, Vanguard able to maintain pressure and commit to the play to where they, you know, Yekel able to just jump in full boost, knock that ball in because the Friendship defense was a little bit of in disarray.
So here we go, game 5 here. LS9 going up for the ball. Gets a touch, soft touch, gets the reset.
Oh.
But Etch a Sketch is there.
Very good car control.
Yeah, it's beautiful car control.
Yeah, the soft touch, you know, flipping upside down, popping the ball high enough to where the defender can't touch it. It's pretty saucy. I like it. Little things like that you see and you're like, all right, this person's pretty good.
Yeah.
They don't have to have the craziest mechanics for a goal. It's just, you know, little things like that that help move the ball up the field. And one thing you'll notice too, as you go higher in rank, is that some of these players don't necessarily hit the ball hard. They'll hit it soft to stay within range of the ball and get a little bit more control, or at the very minimum, get a 50.
A bit of a display of that right there.
Mm-hmm.
Waffles getting the touch off the wall, gets the bump, and it just falls right in Etch a Sketch's path.
And LS9 as a second defender also getting bumped by the other Friendship player.
Good bumps. LS9 looking for the shot. Whoa! Redirect off the sidewall.
Immediately says, I'm going to clutch up and I'm going to get a tiebreaker, and we're back to a tied game 1 minute in. Whew.
This game is looking very promising, just like the other games.
I think it might be a little bit more, just because there's more at stake, right? The winner wins the whole thing here.
I wonder what kind of emotions, you know, each side is feeling so far. And there's Yekel with the open net. And Vanguard fight back. They take the lead here.
It's that speed. Looks like Waffles hesitated just a bit. Gets bumped, and Yekel following through, just, you know, escorts the ball in. Wow, just like that. Just answering immediately with a goal and gets another one. And so far, Vanguard's got the momentum. Friendship needs to not slip up and keep putting up pressure. Ooh, that was scary.
Almost looked like it was going to his own net, huh?
Yeah. That's what's dangerous about those. When you kind of pre-jump, you can't really time it that well, but it worked out. Oh.
Can Dennessy get a shot here? No, Waffles is in the way. Here come Friendship. Etch. Straight to LS9, but it falls. Oh,
what a
my.
block.
Great save from Yekel.
Man, Yekel making some amazing plays. Not very flashy, but subtle and, you know, critical plays.
Yeah, very critical. Yekel putting on actually a great defensive showcase throughout the series. He had that 5 save game.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously there, the great block. Oh, bit of a miscommunication. Can Friendship?
Ooh, Friendship's in an awkward position here.
We're at the halfway point. Vanguard still has a lead here, but Friendship finding good moments of pressure. Vanguard looking to just hold on for the rest of this game.
Oh,
there's a shot. Yekel again with the save. Oh, very close right there with the shot, and got the demo off.
that was a solid 50 there. It's funny because sometimes as a shoutcaster, you won't necessarily talk because you're kind of just biting your nails too, of like, oh my goodness, what's going to happen?
I become a bit of the spectator.
So again, for the viewers watching on Twitch, thank you for joining us, right? We have Vanguard against Friendship. So far, you know, this best of 5 has been very close. Great Rocket League played by both teams so far. A minute left. And Friendship needs to score a goal to get the equalizer and take this into an overtime. Now, one thing to know, right, is as you know the clock winds down, start getting a little nervous, right? Hands a little sweaty, right? Knees weak, you know what I mean? You get nervous. So let's hope that everybody pulls through here. Ooh, Vanguard. I was getting kind of close. All three of them were low boost.
They managed their way out. LS9 getting the reset, but Waffles is there to dunk on him. "30 seconds remaining. Can Vanguard hold off? Very intense matchup. Anything is possible here in these last seconds. Or can they put the dagger? It's popped up. Yeko going. Met by Friendship.
Go 10 seconds. Oh, the
It's a
demo.
That's a very crucial demo. Plays it in front of the net. Can
Wait,
anybody get there? No. Friendship is there. Off the wall. Towards net. Density is there. Still in the air. Yeko trying to place it down, but Friendship says no. LS9 with the reset. Taking it to the wall. Trying to get it to the ground, and he does.
Wow, amazing game. Congratulations to Vanguard in closing it out. Game 5, down to the last seconds. That was a really good play by LS9 too. Getting that flip reset, moving the ball as far away from the defender so they don't keep it up. Because they kept it up for a few seconds, so anything can happen.
Yeah, it's just great security there from Vanguard. LS9 making sure that he put the nail in the coffin there. Overall, just a really good series. Very, very enjoyable watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jacob, thank you very much for joining me this week. Hopefully we can cast some more matches. And with this in esports in general, right? It's all about getting experience and you getting better at the craft, right? And then you can also cast other games, right? Other titles. Because sometimes if you don't primarily play Rocket League, it's like when I try casting Smash, right? It's like, oh, he hits him off the map, I guess, or counters really well.
Yeah.
But it's fun. And when both teams are really close in skill, like the match, the series we just witnessed, it's always a treat.
Yeah, very much a treat.
All right,
Yeah,
so
very enjoyable watch.
Yeah, for sure. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and close it out here. Do you have any final remarks for the viewers and your teammates, all of tech stuff?
Can you repeat that, please?
Do you have any closing remarks?
Oh, just I hope you enjoyed the watch. Hope you enjoyed my commentary, first time. And just hoping for more of these great matches going to game 5, very intense, very, very exciting for the viewers. So I'm just hoping for this to continue throughout the season and into states.
Absolutely. And speaking of states, right, that's going to be in Waco, Texas at Baylor's Herd Welcome Center. So it's going to be a lot of fun, for all the teams, keep practicing, keep putting in the work to, qualify to make it. And, my name again is Juice, or Sergeant Flores of the Texas Army National Guard. We'll be there as well. And I think for Rocket League, we might do some friendly 2v2s, have some fun merch. So if you fancy challenging us, we'll have some fun. But that is it for today. Everybody, thank you for watching. And Jacob, thanks for casting alongside. You did really well for your very first cast, by the way.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
All right, everyone. Y'all have a very good one. Have a good, safe spring break and safe weekend. Take care.
I can pursue my dream job in the career field I choose. With part-time service in the Army National Guard, I really can have it all.
Visit nationalguard.com to find out more. Aviation has been a critical asset of the Army for decades. Helicopters equip the Army with broader reconnaissance abilities, quicker reaction times, and enhanced maneuverability than that of their fixed-wing counterparts. Whether for combat, supply, or recovery missions, nothing beats the mobility and flexibility that rotary wing aircraft provide.